Hi, welcome to TMU Tutorials. This is Introduction to Microsoft Word. In this lesson, we are going to look at how to navigate the Microsoft Word interface. We will also look at how to create, save a document, and we will also look at how we can apply our basic formatting and editing tools to our documents. Let's get started. I'm starting my Microsoft Word. So when you start your Microsoft Word, you have two options. You can use the templates we have here, or you can go ahead and choose a blank document. So let's choose a blank document. So this is our Microsoft Word interface. We are going to navigate this interface. So the first thing I want us to talk about is the ribbon. The ribbon is made up of the tabs together with their group of commands. So we have the home tab here, we have the insert tab, the draw tab, the design tab, the layout tab, references, mailings, view, and then we have help here. So if you look at the home tab here, it contains certain groups. So this is the clipboard groups. It contains the paste, cut, copy, and then the format painter. So the next group we have in the home tab is the font group, which contains the fonts, its size, the bold, italic, underline, and other group of commands here, including the font color and the color fill. And we also have the paragraph groups, which contains the alignment, and then other tools like sorting, and then how to apply numbering and all that. And then we also have the styles here, the styles group. We have the editing and then the add-ins groups. And then when you come here to the insert tab, it contains groups like pages. Of course, you can add a cover page. You can also add a blank page to your document. You can insert a page break here if you want. And we have the tables group here. You can insert a table to your document. If you want, you can add a number of rows and columns in your table. All those settings are here. So if you want to insert the table, just choose insert table. When you choose insert table, it gives you the option of adding the number of columns and then the number of rows. So you can do all that in the insert tab. And of course, we have the illustration group here, which contains tools like the picture. So when you click on it, it gives you the option to add a picture from your device, or you can select stock images if you are connected to the internet, or you can go online and search for pictures. And of course, we have shapes here, we have icons, 3D models, smart arts, screenshots, and charts. All these are part of the illustration groups. And then we have links here. You can add a link, you can bookmark, you can cross reference, and you can add a comment. And of course, we have the header and the footer here. You can insert page number, and we have the text group here. You can add a text box, you can add word arts, signature, date and time, and other tools. And of course, we have the symbols. You can add mathematical equations and symbols. And we have the draw tab here, which contains these tools you can use to draw in your document. And of course, we have the design tab here, which contains different types of document formatting. You can use all this to format your document. And we have references group here, and you can add a table of contents, you can update your table, you can do a lot of things. And then we have the footnotes group. You can add your footnotes, you can also insert endnotes, you can also insert the next footnote. And of course, we have the research tab here. You can use it to do a lot of research. And we have the creator and biographer and other groups here. And we have mailings here. We have review. So if you look at the review, it contains tools like the spelling and grammar. So when you type a document and you make a lot of mistakes, you can use this tool here or this feature here to find the spelling mistakes, and then Word will automatically correct them for you, or it will suggest the wrong words for you so that you can make the corrections. When we have the thesaurus, we have the word count and other tools here. And of course, we have the view tab, which contains the read mode. So when I click on the read mode, this is what I get when I click on the read mode. And then the next mode we have the print layout, and then we have the web layout. So all these are part of the view tab, and we have other tools here. So this the ribbon for you. So the ribbon is made up of your tabs together with their group of commands. So this is what we mean by the ribbon, or this is what the ribbon is. So on top of the ribbon, we have what we call the quick access toolbar. Some people like to call it QAT or Q8. So let's talk about the quick access toolbar. So this is the quick access toolbar. It contains some frequently used commands here. So here we have the save command here. We use it to save work, and then we have the undo, and then we have the redo here. And I think we also have new, which is used for inserting a blank document. So if you look at the quick access toolbar, it contains our frequently used commands. And the good thing about the quick access toolbar is that you can always customize it. So when you click on this arrow here, it gives you the opportunity to customize your quick access toolbar. So as you can see here, new has been checked. It has been selected. Save has also been selected. Undo has been selected. Redo has been selected. And of course, new. So the selected commands here are the ones displaying on top of the ribbon on the quick access toolbar. So for instance, if I want to add this command, automatically see when I click on it, see it has been added to the quick access toolbar. If I want to remove it again, I'll just deselect it and then it will be removed from the quick access toolbar. I can add commands like open if I want. I can also add email. So anytime I add a command, see what happens. It is selected and the check mark here indicates that it has been selected. So this is the quick access toolbar for you. So right beside the quick access toolbar, we have the file name or the document name, which is document 1. So by default, when you open a new document or a blank document, it comes with the name document 1. However, you can always go to the file menu here and change the name using the save as command here. We shall be talking about it shortly. So let's go back to our interface, and then right beside it we have the name of the Word document we are using, which is Microsoft Word, which is here. Now let's come here. We have the search bar here. You can use it to search for anything in your Microsoft Word interface. Now let's go to the right top right corner here. We have what we call the control buttons. So we have the minimize here, we have the restore down here, and then we have the close. So let me click on the minimize. Let's see what happens. So when I click on the minimize, you see that it will minimize the whole window and then it will come here on the taskbar. So when I click on it again, it will open it back for us. Now the middle one, the restore down, when I click on it, see what happens. It reduces the size of the window into a smaller window. Now the interesting thing is that now the middle button here becomes maximize. When we click on the restore down, the middle button now becomes maximize. So when I click on the maximize, it will cover the whole screen again. So the middle button is 2-in-1. It contains the restore down and then the maximize button. So when the Microsoft interface or the Microsoft window is covering the whole screen, the middle button becomes restore down. And then when the window is smaller, the middle button becomes maximized. And of course, the close button is used for ending the application after you finish using it. Now, let's look at how we can create a new document and how we can save it. So let's go to File. Let's click on New. So when we click on New, it's giving me the opportunity to click on a blank document or choose a template. So I'll click on blank. So when I click on blank, remember I already opened, remember that I was already using the first document, which was document 1, and I didn't save that one. So this one is document 2. So now let's go and save this one. So I'll come to File. Now I'll navigate to Save As. So why am I going to use Save As instead of Save? The difference is that the Save As is used for saving a totally new document. That's the function of the Save As button. And the Save is used for saving an existing document, or it is used for updating your document as you work on it. So let's click on the Save As. So when I click on Save As, now this is what I'm getting. It is giving me the opportunity to save it on my OneDrive, but I don't want to save my document there. So I want to save it on my PC. So I'll click on this PC. So when I click on this PC, I'll click on browse. So after clicking on browse, it comes with this save as dialog box here, and then it gives me the opportunity to change the name of my document from document 2 to any name I want. So let me give it the name my first document. So after that, I'll come down here and click on save. So after saving it, let's look at the top here. It says my first document. So this is now the name of our document. So we just created a new document and then we saved it. So let's look at how we can apply some editing and formatting tools in our document. So I'm going to type 3 sentences and then we'll apply some editing and then formatting to those sentences. So the first sentence I want us to type is that this is my first project, and the second sentence I want us to type is it is a very important project for me. And the third sentence I want us to type is that this project is going to be interesting. So I have my 3 sentences here. So this is my first project. It is a very project for me. This project is going to be interesting. So I purposefully made these mistakes so that we can use the editing on these sentences I've typed. So let's start our editing. So the difference between editing and formatting is that with editing, when you apply or make changes to your document, it doesn't affect the appearance of your text. However, with formatting, it affects the appearance of your text. For instance, when you apply the font color, it changes the color from black to any other color. So let's begin our editing. So it is a very, so you see that the sentence here doesn't really make any sense. That means we have to make some corrections. So let me make that correction. It is a very nice project for me. So that one makes sense. So let's add the word nice here. It's a very nice project for me. So I just added this word nice to the sentence, making it more. We've just added the word nice to the sentence, making it clearer and then more meaningful. It is a very nice project for me. That one looks very, that sentence looks, or that sentence makes more sense than the first one. And of course, the project is going to be interesting. I wanted to type interesting, but see what we have here. I intentionally spelled it this way. So you see that when there's a mistake, spelling mistake, it shows a wavy red line down there. So instead of just typing, cleaning it and typing it, I will just right click on it, and then Microsoft Word will suggest some words for me. So these are the words it is suggesting: interesting, insisting, but I'm looking for interesting, so I'll go ahead and click on it. Now see what I have here. Interesting. And now look at what I have here. It shows a blue line under it. Something wrong with my sentence. Yeah, it's the spacing. So what I've just done is a form of editing. So right now, if I press the backspace to delete this, it's a form of editing. So now I can come on top here and undo every action I've done. So let me undo it, see what I have here. So all these things I'm doing is a form of editing. Now let's apply some formatting to this document I've just created. So I want us to make this text very big. So first of all, let's select our text. So now let's navigate to the font group, to the size, font size, and then choose this size. Now see what I have here. My text appears very big. So that means we've just applied the font size. So let's select our text again. Now we are going to change the font. So let's come here and choose the Times New Roman. So let me choose Times New Roman. Okay. So I've just applied the font size and I've also changed the font style to Times New Roman. Now let's change the color of my text from black to, let's say, color red. So I'll come here to the font color and then I'll click on it. So see what I have. When I click on it, it brings me this. So when I click on it, it brings me this color palette here. So when I hover my mouse pointer around the color, see what I have. I'm going to choose this color. So it has been changed from color black to color red. So this is some basic formatting in Microsoft Word. So this is our introduction to Microsoft Word. In this lesson, we've looked at how to navigate the ribbon. We've also looked at how we can create and save a document, and we've also looked at how we can apply basic editing and formatting. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and make sure you like our videos. It goes a long way to help. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.